Gather round, folks, and I'll tell you a tale of a guy and a couple of his friends that had an idea. An idea for a TV show about comics back in the infancy of YouTube and our halcyon days of youth. We called it Last Wednesday, and we talked about comics, news, and reviews. This was long before monetization was a thing. I mean, hell, this was long before there were ads on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube used to be ad-free. We did it all for fun. Well, I did anyway. But that's a story for a different time. On occasion, we'd make it to a convention and talk to some of the creatives that made the books we loved. This is how I made friends with and got to interview some of my favorite people in comics. Speaking of which, prepare for incoming time capsule in 3, 2, 1.
We are back with continuing coverage of MegaCon 2007 here on Last Wednesday. Now, my next guest is the superstar artist behind Civil War, Mr. Steve McNiven. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing well.
Excellent. And how is the con going for you today?
It's going well.
Excellent, excellent. Who are your influences when it comes to comic books?
Probably like Brian Hitch, Travis Charest, Gil Kane, off the top of the head.
And what do you currently read, just in your free time, if you have any?
Comic-wise?
Comic-wise or books?
Pretty much, most of everything that Marvel puts out, to keep an idea of what's going on. And yeah, All-Star line and that sort of stuff as well,
Do you have any standout favorites right now?
Daredevil. Michael Lark. Awesome.
Definitely. And how many cons do you do? I mean, is this your first one over on this side of the country, or?
I started at CrossGen, so I used to live in Tampa.
Oh, of course, yeah. So you were probably here all the time then.
Yeah. So it's been a year since I've been here. So, but I do a fair amount of cons. I'm going up to New York next week. Next weekend has a big New York con, so we're doing that as well. Seven comes out. Issue number 7 comes out on Wednesday, so. Should be pretty crazy.
We're all excited about number 7. We can't wait to see how it ends. It's been a wild ride. Are you going to San Diego this year?
No, I think I'm going over to Europe to Barcelona and Lanciano as well. So yeah, so I don't think it's going to be San Diego for me this year.
Well, that sounds pretty exotic. What are you going over there for a con?
Yeah, I'm a guest of honor for the Lanciano con, and for Barcelona I'm going over for the Barcelona con as well. Yeah, and I think there's one in Naples I'm going to as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
So just kind of going to do a tour of Europe, I guess it seems.
In a way, yeah. I mean, I've got a good friend of mine from the CrossGen days who's now like superstar Marvel artist Andrea DeVito, and he lives in Rome. So he kind of hooked me up with all these conventions and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun to see him.
Excellent. Are you gonna go see the Ghost Rider movie?
Yeah. It's yeah.
Simple answer, yes. Well, thank you very much, Steve. I really appreciate your time. And we'll be right back with more coverage of MegaCon 2007 here on Last Wednesday.